So another unboxing. I went by my post office box, and some of these are items left over from the last unboxing that hadn't arrived yet. Obviously you can see this really big one down here. I'm pretty sure I remember what's in it, but just the fact that that box is so big makes it extremely tempting to want to open first. But I'll go ahead and start from the top. And here's the first one. And that's actually kind of nice packaging. It's the Dark Shadows, the Revival series. It looks like this came with a 2-pack of something. It looks like whoever owned this previously separated it. This looks like it's new, never been used. But of course it is slightly slashed there, so kind of not cool, but oh well. Moving on to the second envelope. And this one is Poison Ivy. Cruddy condition for the little cardboard box. I don't know if you can kind of see how it's just indented and pushed in right there. So I'll probably just wind up printing another cover for this and just switching the disc over to more of a plastic case instead of this cardboard mess. But definitely glad I finally have this one. This one, I know for certain what it is. It's a t-shirt I had ordered. And apparently it's double wrapped here. So I guess you can kind of get an idea of what this is. I went ahead and picked up Psycho. I love this film. It definitely holds up extremely well in this day and age. Unfortunately, the remake did not do it justice, but oh well, we still have the original. And I had ordered some records last week. If this is part of that lot, it arrived extremely quick. So I'm not sure exactly which record this one is, and actually I just caught a peek of it. So there we go. Pet Sematary. I absolutely love this film. It's one of my favorite movies, and just the opportunity to have the soundtrack is always just fun. I've recently gotten into collecting vinyl, especially film scores on vinyl. But of course I'll probably open this up at a later time and we'll look at this more in detail. But this is beautiful. I don't know if I hold it at an angle if you can see, but you can kind of see the designs from the Micmac burial ground on the cover of the record as well. I'm just kind of don't have really great lighting, so it's kind of hard to see the design, but I guess you can kind of see it a little more in there. Oh wow. I had ordered a few coffin boxes, but this is crazy huge. I did not realize it was this big. So I'll start off with the smaller stuff first, even though you can kind of peek in and see what's in there. So of course, one of the Dark Shadows films is kind of spawned off from the original series, Night of the Dark Shadows. I've never seen this, so I'm really looking forward to jumping into all of this stuff. There's the other one, House of Dark Shadows. I had always seen these walking around Barnes & Noble, and for some reason I just never picked them up. I just kind of always wanted to have the full set to get an idea of what's going on. This got slightly ruined and, okay, I am totally returning this. This is not acceptable. It got ruined in shipping which really sucks because I was looking forward to this. The Mork and Mindy Complete series. I've been watching a lot of Mork and actually, I've been watching a lot of Robin Williams stuff lately, and I grew up watching this on Nick at Night, so I was actually looking forward to the nostalgia and watching this. And this is, of course, the complete series. You don't have it separated by season 1, season 2, blah blah blah. Obviously, I can just throw out the slipcover, but I swear slipcovers are a constant gripe for me. This thing is just trashed as far as I'm concerned. I know most people would say, who cares, whatever, they would just throw it out and keep the item that they paid for, but not me. I'm the sort to where I paid for this, I want it to be in an acceptable condition, so this is getting returned. Here's the first coffin box that I had ordered. Obviously all 4 of the Blind Dead series. And I had been debating on this one for years, and I just finally did it. I've just really been into coffin boxes lately. And I've always seen people photograph theirs in their own collection or just show theirs off, and I just always thought, well, you know, that's really pretty. I kind of like that, so I just finally jumped in and got my own, even though I kind of separately own the first 2, so I'll have to figure out what to do with those. And then, of course, this big, insane box is the main reason why this was boxed so hugely. I don't think I can lift this out from this angle. There we go. So here is the Dark Shadows coffin box. This thing is extremely huge and heavy, and there's a ding right there. This thing was shipped horribly. Slight tear right there. Amazon has just really been sucking nards lately at the way they ship and send things. That's all I'm going to say. So, I don't know if I want to keep this. I mean, this is beautiful. I love it, but is it really worth it? There's the inside. All of the seasons, you kind of have just Barnabas laid out on the inside. And of course you have somewhat of a interior type design right there. So I don't know if I'm going to keep this one or not. I was definitely excited to be getting this one, but for it to cost so much and the box to arrive ruined, not cool. I am a very picky person. Let's see if I can bring this a little closer. So you basically just have Barnabas laid out in the coffin. I'm pretty sure this thing is about 10 pounds. It is very heavy. So there's a bit of a glance at some of the stuff that I had received today. The soundtrack, Mork and Mindy, which unfortunately is going back. Dark Shadows, which I'm debating whether or not I can live with that ridiculous ding right there. The Blind Dead collection. Of course, one of the Dark Shadows films, the revival, Poison Ivy, which is actually just a layover from the last unboxing. She should have been in that set there. Psycho t-shirt, and Night of Dark Shadow. So this was pretty much a theme that I was shopping with, more or less, which is, of course, I was just trying to collect and round off all of the Dark Shadow stuff because I was really looking forward to just sitting down and binge watching. But that is pretty much all I have today. I will talk to you guys later.